Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills, lush forests, there lived a young boy named Timmy. Timmy was an adventurous soul, always dreaming of faraway places, yearning to explore the world beyond his quiet village. Every day, he would sit by the old, rusted train tracks that ran through the outskirts of the village, watching as the trains rumbled past, carrying people goods to exciting destinations. He longed to hop on one of those trains, embark on his own grand adventure. One summer evening, as the sun cast its warm, golden rays over the fields, a strange train chugged into view. Unlike the other trains that usually passed by, this one was old, rickety, painted in a mishmash of bright, vibrant colors. The engine let out a puff of thick white smoke, and the conductor, a tall, thin man with a long, curly mustache, leaned out of the window, called out in a booming voice, "All aboard the last train to nowhere. Your ticket to adventure awaits." Timmy's heart raced with excitement. This was it. This was his chance to finally leave the confines of his small village, explore the world he had always dreamed of. Without a second thought, he raced home, grabbed his backpack, and sprinted back to the train tracks. The conductor winked at him, patted a dusty, empty seat in the last car of the train. "Welcome aboard, young adventurer. The last train to nowhere is about to depart. Hold on tight, for this will be a journey you'll never forget." As the train lurched forward, Timmy felt a thrill of excitement, anticipation course through his veins. He leaned out of the open window, watching as his village disappeared behind a cloud of billowing steam. The train chugged along for hours, passing through breathtaking landscapes, bustling cities. Timmy's eyes widened with wonder as he beheld the beauty, diversity of the world outside his small village. He met fascinating people from all walks of life, each with their own stories to tell, lessons to share. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, Timmy's sense of excitement began to fade. The once familiar faces of his fellow passengers now blurred together in a blur of unfamiliar faces, fleeting conversations. The stunning landscapes outside his window now passed by in a blur of muted colors. Indistinct shapes, Timmy realized, with a growing sense of unease, that he had been so consumed by his desire to escape his small village, see the world, he had lost sight of what truly mattered. He missed his parents' warm embraces, the familiar laughter of his friends, and the simple pleasures of life in his quiet village. As these thoughts weighed heavy on his heart, the train rumbled to a sudden halt. Timmy gathered his belongings, stepped off the train, feeling a mix of sadness, relief. He looked around, but the train, the colorful characters he had met along the way, were nowhere to be seen. With a heavy heart, he began the long walk back to his village. As he trudged down familiar paths, winding lanes, the familiar landmarks, landscapes of his childhood began to take on a newfound beauty. Finally, he crested a gentle hill, and there it was, his village, nestled in the valley below. A wave of longing washed over him, and he broke into a run, his heart singing with joy. As he burst through the front door of his home, his parents rushed to embrace him, tears of joy streaming down their faces. His friends gathered around, laughing, clapping him on the back, welcoming him home with open arms. As he sat at the family table, savoring the familiar flavors of his mother's home cooking, Timmy realized the true meaning of his journey on the last train to nowhere. He understood now that the world outside his village was vast, full of wonders, but it was nothing compared to the love, warmth of his own home, the people who loved him. The moral of this story is that sometimes, in our eagerness to explore the world-chase adventure, we risk losing sight of the things that truly matter: home, family, and the bonds we share with those closest to us are the true treasures in life. And as Timmy learned, the greatest adventures often begin when we finally find the courage to return home.